folks. Well, my wife's car kind of crapped the bed on me. The driver's side axle, or passenger side axle, one that drives the car, decided to toss its cookies and blew right out the side of the, just ripped the CV joint or CV boot completely apart. So now I'm having to go buy a replacement CV boot or CV axle, the whole axle assembly, because the joint's messed up too. Luckily, that whole axle is only $61.99. The downside is there's a $75 core charge on it. Yeah. And me and my neighbor tried like crazy to get the broken axle out of the car before I had to run to pick up the part when it came in. Well, it's well past the time. They said it'd be there by 1:30, and it's 3 o'clock now. They're only open, I think, till 6 today because it's a Sunday. And yeah, this is a extra little added pain because I feel like hammered crap today. But I'm fighting it so that we'll have her car going again. I just can't be sick or not. I gotta be doing this today. I've got to. But anyway, that's what I'm doing today. Got a few little clips and such to put in after this. It'll show you a little bit of what I had to do. Show you the damage before I started, while it was still sitting on my trailer at my neighbor's house, and then some of it up on the lift with half the stuff removed already. Yeah, I'm over here at my neighbor's to kind of get some help with this. She drove the axle right out of it. Of course, it had some help, but as you can see right there, axles come apart. Now this new axle we shopped around several different places and found it at AutoZone for $61.99. Should be in this afternoon sometime. I'm gonna go pick it up, but gotta get this one off of there because it's a $75 core charge. So far we got the wheel off, the brake caliper off.
I'm Chuck Norris, bitch.
we can press that back out of there when it's done.
Well, the thing about this is, with all these foreign automobiles, are the sockets supposed to be generic?
Pretty much.
Oh yeah, any vehicle.
After that long.
Sometimes it's just together.
Then we'll wrap it in that fabric. bought plenty today.
It's a little bit off in my opinion. It's not facing this.
Uh-oh.
What?
One of those little screws that holds the rotor on.
You don't have to take the rotor off.
Oh, you don't? Yeah, I was going to try and take that out and it's just spinning in there.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck. They always get frozen in there. You're gonna have to, if you ever want to take that rotor off, you're going to have to chisel that thing out.
Oh, yay.
Alright, so you got that, right? Now, here's your other problem. Alright, that thing's rusted. It's rusted into the splines. So, since this is actually going to be quite easy, really, for the moment, as far as you getting it apart, since that you have that. Drag this over here to catch any fluid that falls out. Grab the big pry bar, big giant one.
One with the big stub handle or this?
Yeah, that one.
So the one made out of real metal.
Yeah.
Not the soft stuff that bends when you
Right.
put any pressure at all on it.
Yep. Now let's see how this does. Oh dear. Can't hope that. Okay. You may have to look that up. I don't know how that. Alright, let's pick this up. Watch yourself.
I'm not showing every single thing because of the fact that it's pretty much common with all cars. It's pretty much the same step with any front-wheel drive car. Now, I have run into something where the the axle setup on this 9.3 is a little bit different than most cars in the fact that it's got a snap ring. It's basically, there's a solid axle that goes from the side of the transmission to an aluminum mount that holds another bearing right underneath the alternator. It's part of the alternator bracket. And since it's aluminum, you don't want to go prying on it with a pry bar or beating on it with a hammer because you're just going to break the thing. Well, my idea was just screw it, hammer it off. If I had done that, I would have to buy a whole new alternator bracket by now. Thankfully, we stopped short of that. And I got to being a little nosy and pulled the little rubber gasket off the inside of the inside of the drive shaft, and found a snap ring in there. Well, the problem is Michael doesn't have any 90-degree snap ring pliers. He's got the straight ones, which I can get in there and get it to squeeze, but I can't get it out. So I'm actually going to buy two things now: the axle and the 90-degree snap ring pliers. At least I'll have a set anyway. He's got some somewhere. I've used them before and the pins were all boogered up on them, but I haven't seen them since before he moved his shop around and organized everything. So, I mean, they were in his box, but I couldn't tell you where because his box is arranged differently than I would have done it. So, nothing's in a familiar place. And of course, he's going to have a little bit of shop banter on his channel. He missed a couple good shots this morning that would have been pretty good for posting up since he's not showing everything that we're doing. But yeah, I've got to get this done today, and then I can go home and finish being sick. The driver's side drive shaft feels fine. It feels like it's doing what it's supposed to. It's good and solid. It doesn't rock or shake or try to come out of the socket or anything. So I'm thinking we're pretty good on that one. It's just the one on the passenger side, which is the actual drive axle, and it's got a problem with it. So we're gonna get her fixed up and get her back on the road. Whew, okay, let's get out of here. Was actually planning on getting more done today. God, I feel like crap. I was gonna try to avoid getting the old convertible snap ring pliers, but as it stands, all they had were the convertibles. But these are a little different in that you just unscrew these screws and fold the points down to use them at a 90-degree angle, so hopefully that'll work. I guess the days are long gone now of you getting the ones that are actually made that way already. Now that I got the tools that I need and the replacement axle that I need, hopefully the rest of this will go pretty quick. Oh, dang it. We didn't measure the pipe. Her muffler, the reason that it sounds like it does, there's a joint right in the middle of the car where it mounts up to the underside of the car, just before a little resonating tip, that there's a hole about yay big blown out of it. There's a hanger that was welded into that piece that's blown out, and of course it just kind of flops around, about ready to break off. And her muffler is about ready to come off. Well, Michael told me maybe I ought to check into getting another muffler for it. He didn't like my idea. So I was like, yeah, I'd go up to one of these speed shops and get her a little Flowmaster 40 to put on there. No, that's not what I'm meaning. Oh well. I thought it was a killer idea. Oh well. And since he doesn't just have his shop camera going, y'all are missing out on all that. But hopefully this will be rather easy to chop up and get edited and posted tonight, because I honestly, genuinely don't even feel like living at the moment. I mean, I'm just run down and beat down, and ugh. I could seriously use a vacation somewhere warm and tropical. Not because I need something warm and tropical. I'd be just as happy going up like Boston, where the snow's piled up everywhere. I didn't get enough of that this year. Y'all can balk at it all you want to. I like the cold. I like the snow. I'm more at home in that than I am the heat. Yep. There's the replacement axle with a replacement nut on it. And that part right there has got a snap ring on it. that's right in here. And it's a pain in the neck to get to. But actually that looks a little longer than this. Or maybe not. Okay. Anyway, this pretty much just fell apart. And that right there is the, you can see part of the destroyed ring that keeps the bearings in the little cups in there. That came out kind of easy once we put some PB Blaster on it. But now I got to get back at it. Okay, I'm hot. Did all that running around. I went to all that trouble to get that stupid thing put up there. And freaking AutoZone, I should have known when I got a box that was all greased up and packed back up, and then none of the stuff that's supposed to be in there extra was in it. Should have known that somebody else had tried that before too, and it was the wrong part for them also. But no, I assume they've got the right part, and so I'm gonna try it anyway. It looked kind of like the right part. The problem is, this isn't a two-piece shaft that the other end of it slides into the little carrier bearing like me and Michael first thought it was. It's actually one long continuous shaft. And the little snap ring in the middle that was a pain in the neck to get off, Michael finally came in, and I guess he held his mouth right and got it. I fought with it for over an hour and couldn't get the stupid thing to let go. I get to where it was just about to start sliding back the shaft and snap off and pop right back into the groove again. I hate snap rings. They've got their place, but I hate them. Anyway, finally got the shaft out. After the snap ring came off of the stupid thing, we found out that no, that's not the right axle shaft. You got this much of the axle with the CV joints and the boots on it, and about that much again. Beyond that, it's just a solid steel piece of axle that actually sets into the transmission. I'm so dang hot right now, it isn't even funny. And I'm not talking about hot as in heat, which it's 60 degrees out, and I've been sweating my butt off for 2 hours now. Got the part out finally where I can show them how wrong and stupid, how stupidly wrong this is. This part actually is. It wasn't just, oh, oops, we made a mistake. It's not quite long enough. It's not even remotely the same stinking part. I don't know what part they got in that box, but it is not the part that's supposed to go on that car. Yeah, I'm mad because I don't have time to be fooling with all this. That and the fact that I don't feel so hot, and I'm fighting all of that, trying to stay at this too. I hope those guys don't try to be a smart aleck when I take this thing back, because I got news for them. If they do, I'm going to come a little unglued, and I don't like doing that at all, period. Got better things to do with my time. But I don't think I'll have any trouble. They've always been good to me in the past, but the screwed up thing is now not only do they not have the part that I need in stock in the store, because this had to be special order, but the part that they do have is the wrong one. So now what? Okay, now I'm hot. I mean, I'm real hot. Not temperature-wise, mentally. I've been to AutoZone. I've been to O'Reilly's. And now I've been to Advance. Every one of them appears to have the right one. Every one of them has got the exact wrong one. It's not a specialty car. And what's equally disappointing about it is Advance may have had the part at some time, but they're discontinued now. The only ones they've got, basically I'd have to rebuild the shaft, and even what they've got for that is longer than what I've got to replace. So now we've got to figure out how and where to find a Saab dealership, because that's the only place that can help us with it, and hope to God that the replacement drive shaft doesn't cost as much as the stinking car, because there is always that possibility too. Anyway, that's all for today's saga. Thank you for watching. Y'all have a great day.